Okay, Carolyn, we've covered some of the things, the issues about the skills and management skills and how important it is to have all that, and some of the businesses that are working that's really common right now. Through all of this, can you tell me what would be a disadvantage to one that's seeking entrepreneurship?
Well, I think of the most common disadvantage, or maybe the most common problems developing a small business, is trying to find capital to fund your business. That is a documented problem or source of, I guess you could say, it interferes with a person developing a business.
How would one work around that?
Well, let me share with you what I understand are the statistics. Most small businesses relies on personal savings and friends to fund their businesses. Banks normally tighten their criteria for small businesses, especially new businesses or undeveloped businesses that are applying for loans.
Okay.
And the cost of borrowing funds for these businesses are higher than larger businesses, the cost of larger businesses.
Oh, okay.
So small businesses are limited because they are small and they don't have the access to the resources that larger companies would have access to. So the small businesses are forced to seek other methods of funding their businesses. And that's the biggest disadvantage. When you find yourself all of a sudden maybe without a job and you want to start a business, well, you have a problem immediately because you lost your job. You didn't have time to plan and anticipate your capital requirement.
Okay.
So that's the biggest challenge for a small business.
But what about one, say, they lost their job, it's been a long time trying to find a job, but they have something to offer that they can, to offer a business, but now they have bad credit. How can one get around that?
Well, that's an excellent question, because one of the reasons why I encourage people to go into the non-for-profit arena is because to get a grant, the requirements are less stiffer to get a grant than they are for a loan. And one of the requirements to get a loan is to have excellent credit or to have good credit. Whereas in contrast, to get a grant, credit is not an issue because you're not getting a loan. People are giving you money. So your financial status does not make a difference in their decision to give you a grant.
Oh, okay. Approximately how much can one get from a grant?
Oh, gosh, it depends on your funding sources. I indicated that we have, we approach foundations and corporations, and then you have the federal government. The federal government is used to giving away millions of dollars.
Excuse me?
Yes. Whereas you can get a grant for $200, or you can get grants for $50,000. So it really depends on your funding source.
Okay.
But traditionally, federal governments are the bigger grantors.
Okay. Now, if one came to your workshop, they can get this information from you, say they want to seek this in. If they need those grants, you can help them with, seeking the grants and probably getting the grant.
Well, what
Maybe?
I do, yeah, one of the reasons why I developed Greater St. Louis Resource Development Services is because I want to help people to qualify for the grants.
Okay.
So I think once we go through this self-evaluation, then we look at the supporting documents that are required to get a grant, and they understand, what documents are necessary. I usually point them in a direction to get those supporting documents.
Oh, okay.
Which makes it easier for them to get those grants.
Well, let's just touch base on where your next workshop is going to be held and when.
The next workshop I'm going to conduct is going to be held on Saturday, November the 9th at the St. Louis County Natural Bridge Branch Library, located at 7606 Natural Bridge.
Okay.
It will be conducted from 12 noon until 2 p.m.
Okay.
And during the workshop, like I said, we go through the self-evaluation, we talk about the statistic pertaining to small businesses, and then I give them a list of local resources. It's a type list of all the local resources here in St. Louis for whatever type of business they want to pursue. I usually talk about the type of license and certifications, where to get those things, because that's also an issue when you're...
You're giving the whole breakdown of everything that one needs to know in,
Absolutely.
what, 3 hours?
Well, 3 hours, sometimes it does last 3 hours. Really, it's not enough time.
Okay.
But my purpose, my whole intent during those workshops is to give them these lists.
Exactly.
And it's up to them to follow
You're really giving them a lot of information,
It
Carolyn.
is. It is a lot of information. And
but
people
can you give them just a little bit more information? Can you leave them with the number?
Well, In St. Louis, they can call area code 314-868-4785.
Okay, one more time. Can I get you to repeat it?
Yes, area code 314-868-4785.
Great, okay. We don't want them to forget that because we know we're going to have people calling and we need that. But since we got to close our show, Carolyn, can we get you to leave our viewing audience, for those that are seeking entrepreneurship, with a food for thought?
Food for thought. Well, my pet peeve is that vision. When I talk with people and I ask them about their businesses and they have it in their minds, I would like for them to really think about their businesses and write it down.
Write it down.
I mean, if
Okay.
that would be the greatest way to help anyone that's going to support you, whether it's your advisory council, whether it's the bank,
Okay.
whether it's a grant writer like myself who wants to help you secure
All right.
funds. Have your business plan in writing and make it plain.
All right, I got you. Thank you, Carolyn.
Thank you.
Hey, get up. Get that plan together. Write it down. And you got to get out and go listen to Carolyn. You can get your business started. Until next time, I'll see you on more of Let's Do It.